Hello each and every one of yous out there. I am the Dance of Life Dancer. And I'm going to bring you a story tonight about the storms that have hit. But the story that I'm going to bring you touches me exactly. A friend of mine I've known for 23 years, my friend's sister, was in that storm in Greenville, Illinois. Or is it Greenburg, Illinois? She was in that town. I'm going to bring you videos of it. Her house was blown away by a tornado, and she was picked up off the ground, 10 to 12 feet up off the ground, and thrown. Everything she lost, and I went to visit Carla today, and she was pretty upset about it. She's out there trying to help find stuff, and you'll see it on her. The other name is Randy, and this lady's name, that's her sister. You're gonna have to excuse me, I don't feel very good right now, and I'm gonna bring you the story as it touches me, because my friend I've known for 23 years, Carla, Carla's sister got affected by that storm, that tornado, and it blew her house away, and she had 2 children. They weren't in the house when the tornado hit. But here's the thing about it. Tore all her stuff up. Said they don't have nothing but except the shoes on their feet. And it makes me feel sad. And here's the story as it was told on the news. This is Carla, and that's Carla's sister. This here is Carla, and it's Carla's sister that got thrown in the tornado in Greenville, Illinois. And that's her right there. And here I am, I'm going to show you the newscast. Alright, here we go.
Wait.
This is the backyard.
Wait.
This is the backyard. Again, that's where the big shed was. That's where the house was. This is the backyard.
EF2 tornado ripped through the town of Greenville, Illinois last night with peak winds. EF2 tornado ripped through the town of Greenville, Illinois last night with peak winds of roughly 135 miles an hour.
Fox 2 meteorologist Haley Fitzpatrick begins our team coverage there by speaking with a resident's family member about the aftermath of all of the destruction and damage.
A heartbreaking scene coming out of Greenville, Illinois from last night's severe weather. A woman's home completely demolished by a tornado as she just barely makes it out alive.
And she just was screaming that everything's gone, everything's gone. So I asked her, are you hurt? And she said yes.
Randy's sister is the owner of this home in Greenville. She's lived here for more than 20 years. He said he was watching the news last night when the tornado-warned storm in Greenville caught his attention.
So I picked up the phone and called her. My sister was here by herself and headed for the basement.
Within seconds, the tornado levels her home and throws her into the air.
And she was actually picked up and landed somewhere back here by that sink and that behind the car.
Randy says she is hospitalized with head trauma and several cuts on her body.
We've been trying to pick up any valuables or personal or, just sentimental things, anything that we could scavenge.
The community of Greenville, Randy's family and friends coming together to help with the cleanup.
Last night, a lot of the community, family, friends, and just people just showed up out of nowhere, just wanting to help. And I can't say thank you more than it's just amazing. Yeah, it's sad to see that something like this has to bring people out, but it's that this one they show their best side.
Reporting in Greenville, Illinois, I'm meteorologist Haley Fitzpatrick, Fox 2 News. Fox 2 News.
Now you can see Randy getting choked up there. I mean, the emotion that family and so many others have gone through as a result of those tornadoes last
And
night.
the damage is just tremendous.
Tremendous, yeah. We're still waiting on the results from the Potosi tornado. We know it was a tornado. We saw it on the ground by many accounts. So we're waiting for the survey crews from the National Weather Service to survey that damage to get an exact track and strength of that storm. Now something a little bit different.
EF2 tornado touchdown in Greenville. That's about an hour northeast of the Arch. Tonight, Team 4 is in the area suffering the most serious damage caused by this latest wave of severe weather. We're also looking ahead to our next weather threat and preps for that happening now.
And the National Weather Service just confirming seconds ago the tornado that hit Potosi was an EF3. Leah is going to have more on that in her full forecast and full weather coming up in a bit. But another area recovering tonight is Greenville, Illinois, which you're seeing there on your screen, about 50 miles east of St. Louis in Bond County. And as Leah mentioned, the NWS has confirmed this one as an EF2 touching down in that area. Our Nathan Vickers continues our Team 4 coverage from Greenville after hearing from both residents and the National Weather Service about this confirmed tornado.
This is one of two houses that were completely destroyed near Greenville. In this home, a woman was injured, and today her family and friends have been starting the long process of cleaning up.
Randy Ellis wanted to be here for his sister today. She's recovering from her injuries after being thrown from her house during last night's storm.
It's pretty emotional. Just worried about her. It was just devastating to come up and see what's going on here, and that nothing's left. It's just her whole life is out in a field somewhere.
Down the road, Matt Sanders is doing the same thing at his house. Luckily, he wasn't home when the tornado touched down.
Just collecting pictures and stuff that means something to you.
The National Weather Service is out working today, too, conducting damage assessments along the tornado's path.
Every tornado warning is important. You got to search for more information when you get those warnings or when you hear the sirens. Get down to the basement, get down to your safe place.
For now, Ellis is thankful for the Greenville community helping him with the cleanup, and he's grateful his sister is okay.
Better live today for today, because you never know if tomorrow's coming.
There are several other homes in the area with minor damage and a lot of debris scattered around the area. But right now, the county says no deaths have been reported. In Greenville, Nathan Vickers, First Alert 4.
And just
A Washington County family narrowly avoided a tornado that ripped through their home on Wednesday.
And Fox 2's Chad Mira continues our team coverage. Chad, have there been any reported injuries from yesterday's storms at your location?
Out here in Washington County, only minor injuries have been reported. The Potosi Fire Protection District cleaning up and getting trucks back in the garage after a long day. There were a couple of houses that were destroyed, and we caught up with a family in one of those homes who just narrowly made it to safety. Teacher Jenna Long at home with 3 kids when her husband called saying he saw a tornado headed her way.
Got into our cellar that we made for a storm cellar, and we were not even in there for maybe seconds, and then we could hear everything crashing above us and our house being blown away.
What she saw next, she said, was surreal.
I just remember looking out of the stairwell, and it was just sunlight. It was just, there was no roof, there was no house, and that's when I realized how bad and how devastating it was to our home.
The roof missing, the whole back of the house gone, the farm littered with downed trees and debris. The Longs' home is one of only a couple that were destroyed, but several were damaged. The power of this storm really on display along 185 as crews work to put power lines back up. If you look over here, this is an ATV. The metal just mangled, and up across the street, a tractor with the wheels ripped off as that's twisted as well. Fire Chief Roger LaChan said his crews spent hours clearing trees from roads so they could rescue 3 people trapped in their homes.
I'd like to thank the public, because they come out and supported us and helped get the people out. There was a lot of people out there with chainsaws. A couple guys brought their skidsters out.
The Long family built this home themselves, thankfully with a storm cellar. As they look to rebuild, they're warning others to take tornado warnings seriously.
Take it seriously and get into a safe place. You know, I honestly hesitated at first, and I'm happy that I went ahead and went down like I did as quickly as I did because we probably would not be here right now.
The Long family tells me despite all this, they're blessed because in the aftermath, they've had a lot of friends, co-workers, and family stop by and make sure they have everything they need. Reporting in Potosi, Chad Mira, Fox 2 News.
See more of the damage from and video and the trail of the storms online. All of our coverage continues on our website, fox2now.com.
Calls for change.
Incredible video of this tornado. That's about 4 hours directly south of St. Louis. Around 15 people were reportedly injured as the violent storm damaged farms and homes. Fortunately, it hit an area that was not heavily populated. One of those injured was a driver of an 18-wheeler that was flipped. And now we're going to head over, causing downed power lines, overturned trees, and damaged homes. Many communities there are recovering from getting hit with severe weather for a second time this week. And then finally, we are in Tennessee, and that is where storms were deadly. Near Memphis, a father and his 16-year-old daughter were killed when the winds blew a tree into their mobile home. The mom and another family member survived, but the mother has critical injuries. From Memphis to Nashville, there are now concerns about catastrophic flooding from the storm system.